When I get asked, what do I do? I'm challenged with the wording to respond in. So if I was to say physical preparation coach, I just get a blank look. If I was to say a personal trainer, they would get it. If I was to say a strength and conditioning coach, they'd probably get it a little bit. What language can we use to explain it? So explain what we do.
Yes.
To create connection.
Absolutely. So I really like this question, and life's pretty busy, so I don't always get to explain things as well as I could, and I try to put a lot down on an artifact, but not everything gets down. So I apologise that we're having to do this in this way, and you've had to ask, but I'm going to answer your question real good. So in the 1980s, people would say, "What do you do?" I said, "I train athletes." I said, "Oh, what sports do you coach them in?" Oh. In the 90s, what do you do? Train athletes. "Oh, you're a personal trainer, are you?" No. So if you say I'm a personal trainer, you'll get 100% buy-in, but it'll be stereotyped. And then you got to break the mold. But if that's a successful approach, I don't have a problem with that. If you say strength and conditioning coach, again, you have a high recognition of physical preparation coach, but you're also got a stereotype to overcome there as well. I actually don't think saying physical preparation coach is an overly successful recruiting tool. I created that term to explain what I did from a theoretically correct perspective. When I wrote the first Say You Want to Become, I called it Say You Want to Become a Strength and Conditioning Coach, because I think people would relate that. Then I realized, no, that's not really reflecting what I say, or I think I am. So I became Say You Want to Be a personal, physical preparation coach. But it should be, and it could probably be the next one, Say You Want to Become a Physical Coach. When it started out, it was a network for college strength coaches, full stop. Now there's more personal trainers in that organisation, has been for 20 years, than there are physical strength coaches. What it started at is not what it is now. They wouldn't. The people who call themselves physical preparation coach now, majority of them shouldn't be calling themselves that, because they're not. They're personal trainers. For me, a personal trainer is someone who works one-on-one with a general pop person in a gym. And because there's a lot of people who've imitated my term, who should not be using it, because they're just damaging the term. So when the personal training industry grew and people wanted to separate themselves in the personal training industry, they'd call themselves a strength coach or a strength and conditioning coach. They're a fucking personal trainer. They work one-on-one in the gym with people doing strength training. But to make themselves look separate, they had to call themselves a coach. We've addressed your question, but I think it's a beautiful question.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's got a lot of value for people, because just because I coined the term physical preparation coach, not physical preparation, but physical preparation coach, because I just thought it was a natural flow. It is theoretically correct, but it's not overly successful line if you're wanting to open doors. There are so few people in the world who use that term, and most of them shouldn't be. So they're not a good ad for it anyway.